Hi children, welcome back to social science class. Last class we studied about different modes of transport. We already learned about land transport. Among land transport we studied about roadways, then railways, then we studied about pipeline and waterways. Today we will study about airways. So today's our topic is about airways. So you know children, it is the fastest and most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport. So what are the merit of air transport? Fastest, most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport, and it can cover any difficult terrain. It can cover difficult terrain like high mountains, dry desert, dense forest, and also long oceanic stretches with great ease. That is the merit of air transport. It can cover difficult terrains like high mountain, dry desert, dense forest, and also long oceanic stretches with great ease. Just think about northeastern part of the country. Think about northeastern part of the country. This region, you know, some physical features, okay, divisions are there in this part. These regions are marked by the presence of big rivers, dissected relief, dense forest, and frequent floods and international frontier, etc. In the absence of air transport, okay, so this type of area easily assessed through airways. Otherwise you think children, what about the condition of the northeastern part of India if no air transport? Okay, so all this type of physical division or any topography or dissected relief features, air travel made access easy. Okay, so the air travel has made access easier to this northeastern part of India. Okay, anyway, the air transport was nationalized in 1953. So when the air transport is nationalized, air transport was nationalized in 1953. Air transport mainly classified into two: domestic airways and international airways. Domestic airways and international airways. On the operational side, Indian Airlines, Alliance Air provide scheduled airlines, and non-scheduled operators provide domestic air services. So what ma'am told children, on the operational side, Indian Airlines, Alliance Air provide scheduled airlines, and non-scheduled operators provide domestic air services, and Air India provides international air service. Who will provide international air service? Air India. Okay, but then Pawan Hans Helicopter Limited, it provided helicopter services. Helicopter services provided by Pawan Hans Helicopter Limited. So Pawan Hans Helicopter Limited provide helicopter services to Oil and Natural Gas Corporation in its offshore operations to difficult terrain like northeastern states and interior parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. So helicopter service provided by Pawan Hans Helicopter Limited. Pawan Hans Helicopter Limited provides helicopter services. Okay, helicopter services to Oil and Natural Gas Corporation in its offshore operations to difficult terrains like northeastern states and interior parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Then air travel, it is not reached within the common people, that you know. Okay, common people can't afford the air travel or air transport. So So the air transport is not reached within the ordinary people. It is only in the northeastern state made the special provisions are made to extend the service of air transport to the common people. Okay, so that is one demerit of air transport. It is not reaching the common people. It is not reaching the common people. But what about the northeastern state? In northeastern state only had the provision, special provision to extend the air transport. Okay, to extend the air services to the common people, that we already studied. What about the physical condition or physical division of northeastern state? Many rivers are there, relief features, that everything made this air transport only accessible. Okay, so in the northeastern state had a special provision, special provision to reach this air transport to the common people also. Okay, so we studied, today we mainly studied about the air transport. Last class I told you ma'am will take politics chapter revision test. So today is our revision test, chapter power sharing. Okay, I will read the question with option, so you have to write the answer. Okay, after writing all the answers, check it and send it to me. Okay, first one, which one of the following is an example of horizontal sharing of power? Option, power sharing between different state, power sharing between different organs of the government, power sharing between different levels of the government, power sharing between different political parties. Once again, which of the following is an example of horizontal sharing of power? Power is sharing between different states, power is sharing between different organs of the government, power sharing between different levels of the government, power sharing between different political parties. Second question, the community government signifies the powers of government regarding community development. Second option, the powers of the government regarding law making for the country. Third option, the powers of the government regarding cultural, educational and language related issues. Fourth option, the government enjoys privileges to safeguard the interest of a particular community. So once again, community government signifies the powers of government regarding community development, the powers of the government regarding law making for the community, the powers of government regarding cultural, educational and language related issues. Fourth one, the government enjoys privileges to safeguard the interest of a particular community. Next one, the word ethnic signifies. The word ethnic signifies. First option, different religions. Second option, social division on shared culture. Third one, a violent conflict between opposite groups. Next one, a careful calculation of gains and losses. So which are the option? Question once again, the word ethnic signifies different religions, social division on shared culture, a violent conflict between opposite groups, a careful calculation of gains and losses. Next question, power sharing is option, the very spirit of democracy, separation of powers at different levels, system of checks and balances, a type of balancing powers. So what is power sharing? Power sharing is option, the very spirit of democracy, separation of powers at a different level, system of checks and balances, a type of balancing powers. Next question, Sinhala was recognized as the only official language by the Dash Act. No option, write yourself. Next one, a government for the entire country is usually called Dash. A government for the entire country is usually called dash. Next one, true or false. Power sharing is the distribution of powers at only one level of government. Right, true or false. One more, true or false. Belgium successfully solved its problem by community government. True or false. Belgium successfully solved its problem by community government. True or false. Next one, choose the correct options. Power sharing is desirable because it helps to increase pressure on government, to reduce the possibility of conflict, to generate awareness among the people, to increase percentage of vote. So which is the correct answer? Right. Power sharing is desirable because it helps to increase pressure on government, to reduce the possibility of conflict, to generate awareness among the people, to increase the percentage of voters. Next one, system of checks and balances means. First option, horizontal distribution of power. Second option, separation of power. Third one, put a check on the exercise of unlimited powers of the organs of government by maintaining a balance of power among various institutions. Next option, federal division of power. So what is the correct meaning of checks and balance? Horizontal distribution of power, separation of power, put a check on the exercise of unlimited powers of the government of the organs of government by maintaining balance of power among various institutions, federal division of power. Next one, a system of Panchayati Raj involves the village, block and district level. Second option, the village and state level. Third option, the village, district and state level. Last option, the village, state and union level. So I told you Panchayati Raj system is a 3-tier system. It involves dash. Next question, in case of clash between the laws made by the center and state on a subject in the concurrent list. Option, the state law prevail, the central law prevail, both the laws prevail within their respective jurisdiction. Last option, the Supreme Court has to intervene to decide. Next question, which of the following subject is not included in the state list? Law and order, national defense, education, agriculture. Which is not included in the state list? Next one, in India federal system, the state government have the power to legislate on all those subjects which are included in the union list, state list, concurrent list or residuary subjects. So which one is correct? Right. Next question, the Constitution of India. Option, divided the powers between center and states in 3 lists. Second option, divided the powers between central and state into 2 lists. Third one, listed the powers of the state and left the undefined powers to the state. Last one, specified the powers of the states and left the residuary powers with the center. So which is the correct answer? Write it. Now one last question, no option. Okay, the system of government in which there is only one level of government is known as dash. Okay, more than one level is there means we will call which government? That you know, only one level of government is there, that is called dash. Okay, so everybody write these question answers and send it to me. I think today's what ma'am taught airways you understood. So we will meet in the next class.